Well, the 8th grade staff at West Middle School really wanted the students to have some really cool and unique opportunities to kind of step into since they're the senior class at our middle school. And so I reached out to United Way and asked if they knew any organizations who could take our large group of 400 plus kids. And the first groups to respond were, these natural nonprofits, which was really exciting because we live in such a uniquely beautiful area that getting the kids out and stewarding our natural resources just seemed like a perfect fit for the Traverse City community. The kids beforehand, they're very uncertain because most of these students at age 13 have never volunteered. It's a brand new experience, and a lot of these kids, believe it or not, have also never been to these areas, these preserves and the dunes and things like that. And so they're really uncertain. Some of them get super excited right away because they know they love the outdoors, but some of them think it just sounds like a lot of work, and then when we get out here and they really start doing it, it's so enjoyable, it's so fulfilling. There's always an immediate gratification because they've just planted a tree, or they've just repaired a fence, or they've just gathered some data about the health of a stream. So they're doing real community work, and it's hard for them ahead of time to picture what that looks like because it's a totally new experience.
I like it a lot. It's fun to be able to work with my 8th grade and be able to communicate and become closer friends with all of my class for future years. Because this is really fun to just be out in nature. I really like it a lot. It's better than sitting in school, so I'd really want to come back and do it again.
One of the most important things that the Conservancy does when we work on youth projects, especially volunteer projects of any kind, is to try to inspire students to understand what they can do for the environment and that every little thing matters, but most importantly they need to do it well and really focus and do the right things. And so we could plant trees in the middle of an open field, but we're choosing not to do that. We're choosing to plant them along a recreation corridor for shade. Right? We're choosing to plant them along the edge of a river corridor, so for shade, food, habitat, and for the wildlife. And we know in those places they'll probably grow the best too. So what I hope the students take away from this today is really just an inspiration and enjoyment of nature and our protected landscapes. They live in one of the most beautiful places. We're a globally significant set of habitats here in northern Michigan, and sometimes students, especially this age, don't realize kind of what they should be thankful for and what they can be, feel fortunate for. And so hopefully experiences like this give them that. I love working with students because we get a chance to help them realize that what they do actually matters, right? And so often, so often youth don't feel like what they do matters and that they can make their own choices and be independent. And I think that's what we need for people who can manage the environment. They need to know what's right, how to tread lightly on the earth, and this is a great experience for them to do some self-discovery, really. And volunteers, we had volunteers at the DeYoung property build this entire trail system, I'm like one staff person. And so we had hundreds and hundreds of hours of volunteers come in to build this trail, and so today, these students just amplify this project. They're planting trees, again, volunteering to do it, and that's how we get most of our good stuff done.
Right now, I'm filling and helping plant trees, filling trees with sod and watering them. It's been great. It's been really fun just being out in the wild, as we say, with my friends and my classmates, and it's really taught me a lot about how to preserve the environment and how to keep it clean and how I can help the environment.
So afterward, when we come back, what happened last year was that the kids were so excited about, talking about how do we get, land to be preserved? How does that happen? Who protects it? And what are the laws that are involved in determining what areas get protected and what areas don't? And, and then I know a lot of the kids come back with their families afterward to these areas, and they'll say, hey, I did that, or I made that, or I worked on that. And that, to me, is one of the biggest rewards.